Hey guys, welcome to this video. This is the first episode of a series I'm gonna probably be doing. This will just be it all in one. But basically what we're gonna be making is a small little Flask application, and I'm gonna go and start it off real quick. So without further ado, let's move into the folder. So I'm gonna go into my Flask folder, which is here, and I'm gonna create a new folder called Lessons. Okay, now inside here, I'm going to make a new one called Basic Simple Flask. Simple Flask. And then I'm going to open this up with, open this with VS Code. Okay, we got in here now, and I'm going to get the terminal working. I'm going to do pip, I'm going to do virtual env. I spelled virtual wrong. I apologize for that. 1 second here while I copy and paste this. Okay, so virtual inf, and I'm going to create a folder called inf, which stands for environment. Okay, as you can see up here, there will be a folder that pops up, and this will have it all in here. So let's activate our environment by doing source env dash forward slash source env forward slash bin forward slash activate, and this will put us in the environment folder now. What's pip3 install Flask. So we'll just be installing Flask real quick into this folder. This will literally just store all of the packages we download in this folder, so it's all nice and contained. Now we'll do pip3 install Flask SQL alchemy, and we're just going to put into it that one. Okay, this already had it installed, so let's just clear this, exit it. And right now we won't even be using SQL Alchemy anyway, so it won't really matter for this tutorial. So first thing I want to do is make a static folder. Okay, and then inside here you want to put anything you want, like images, JavaScript, and CSS. So I'm going to create 3 folders in here. One's going to be called CSS, another one's going to be called JavaScript, and another one's going to be called images. Okay, then I make a new folder, not in here, a new folder in a main window here called templates, plural. Okay, in here I'm going to make a HTML file, index.html, and I'm going to also make a new one called base.html. Okay, and here we're going to use a language called here, this one, this language, Jinja, this one, this language right here. Okay, boom, in here, so we're going to make an HTML5 boilerplate, and we're going to get rid of all this and all this, and we are going to go down here, and we're going to use some ninjitsu, or jinjitsu, and we're going to say block head, and then we're going to go here too, and I'm going to make a new one, and this is going to be called block body. Okay, so what these do is basically we can go into this one now, and we can put in extends, and then the name of the file, which is base.html, and then let's put in the head, block head, and we need to make sure that this ends, so we're going to say end block. Okay, now I'm going to copy this, I'm and paste it right here and just rename this to body. And go back in here and make sure we have the ending tags. So I'm going to erase all this, paste this in, and then do the same thing for this one. And what this is going to be doing is anything that we do in here, anything like, let's say we link our CSS right here, okay? So we're going to link our CSS, and when we do this, since it's in a completely different folder, we actually don't just do the, so we don't just put in, instead of doing this, static dash CSS dash whatever, we're gonna do a little bit of Jinjitsu or Ninjitsu, I believe it's called. I don't know. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna say URL for, and then we're gonna give it this name of the folder, and then the file name, which since it is inside another folder, we're actually be calling it. We're gonna name that folder, which is CSS, and then /main.css. Now we're linking that. Okay, now in this one, it will have the same style. It will be styling this page from this page. So we can link things like font icons and all that in this one, and we don't put anything in this. It's just all we do is link stuff in here. We can also link our JavaScript in here too. So it's just pretty much the same thing as the CSS, URL for, and then we do that little thing. And then we're going to file name equal to JS, and then it's app/app.js. Boom, we're linking both our CSS and JavaScript right now. Okay, let's actually go in here and just make a simple h1, and we're gonna say hello. And to make sure we know our CSS is working, we're going to make a main.css in here, and we're going to give this a padding of 0, a margin of 0, and a box sizing of border box. And we're going to give the background body a background color of, let's say, brown for now, to make sure we understand that we know that it's working. But we're going to change this later because that's ugly. And now let's move on to a Python file. And here we're going to make I'm going to make an app.py, and then I'm going to say from Flask import capital F Flask, and then I'm going to do rendered template and URL for now. Now we're going to say that the app is equal to Flask, and then we put the name in here, we pass in the name, and we're also going to say that we're going to give it a route, so app.route, and we're going to give this the normal page that it all pops up on. I'm going to say the def of index, and then we're going to say return, oops, return render template. Thank you. And then we're just going to pass in, the one we want to pass in is index.html, and that is this file right here. Python automatically knows to look in this folder right here, so that's why you have to name it this. You can't name it to anything else but that. And then we're going to make the actual app run if everything is written properly. Okay, and then we're going to do app.run. And I'm going to put it on debugging mode equal to true. Close this off. You don't have to do that, but I do. And yeah, so let's see if this works. This should work. So I'm going to say I'm gonna deactivate the env right now. So I'm gonna say deactivate, just like that. And now I'm out of here. And I'm gonna say I'm gonna say Python 3 app.py. And as you can see, it says that Python, oh, I spelled that wrong. Python Python 3 app.py. Now it will start up the server and we can go to it. Oh, we accidentally defined the block twice, I'm guessing. Oh, yep. You're right here. Okay, now it should work properly. Ooh. Route building. Could not build URL endpoint static with values file name. Did you mean static? Instead, I spelt this wrong. I'm having the worst day ever with my spelling. So, where did I put that? I am very ashamed right now. Okay, we're just going to copy this to make sure we don't mess up. And we're just going to paste it in here. And in... that works fine. I think I just spelt it wrong once. So let's see how that works. Yep, so as you can see, we have this ugly background and this color, right, this font. So let's change the background, and this will be teaching you a lesson in changing things with this. So see, if I reload the page, it won't actually change the color. You have to push Shift Control R, which basically gets rid of all the old data and refreshes it all. Otherwise, it will just stay with the old data. Always have to do that every time you refresh your page. Every time you do something new, you have to refresh it, or else it won't pop up. And let's make this. Let's show you the power of Flask. I'm going to show you what it looks like when you don't use Flask for something. So, for instance, let's go to netlify.com. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to Control A and Control C and then go into my new web browser, because this one I'm opening right now is actually my main web browser, so I have all the passwords stored in it. So we're just going to be opening this up and we're going to be clicking login. I recommend Netlify. I'll be doing a video on this in future, so I won't spoil it now, but I recommend using it. So in this thing right here, we have these buttons, right? And these buttons actually link to a new thing. But as you can see, when I hover over them, when I click on them, on the bottom right corner, they up here, right here, it has this .html. And that shows that you didn't do, it's just a static website, right? We don't want just a static website. We want it all to look nice and not with this HTML thing. So if we don't use HTML, watch what happens. So let's link a new page. Let's put a new one in templates. Let's call this dashboard.html, and let's just go in here and copy all this and paste it in here. And let's change this to world. Okay. So now that we got all that, in here we're going to make a new element, and it's going to be a link, and it is going to link to, so it's just going to be linking to a dashboard. Simple as that. And we're going to go back into a Python here. I'm going to do app.route, setting up a new route now, and this one's going to be called dashboard. Okay, you got this one now, and then we're going to make a function called dash, and then we're going to do return render template, and I'm going to say dash dashboard.html. Okay, now this should work. Let's run this again, and let's open up this. Control boom boom, boom boom boom. Oh, did I do that in here? Okay, so it's not actually popping up right now. Oh, that's why. I didn't give it a name. So let's say dash in here. Now let's go here and refresh this. And there's this link. Now, as you can see way down here, and right here, we are now in this, but there's no .html, meaning this is not a static website anymore. So this makes it looks a lot more professional, and it's no longer a static website. So now we can, in future videos, we can learn about storing a database and actually doing a bunch of, like making an email system and all that. But for now, we're simply just going to make it so that a user can switch between pages, and they won't have this. Okay, this is the first thing that you will learn, and it is very helpful. Also, it's just really good to know this stuff, because personally, I don't like this. It makes the website look cheap, but this makes it look nice and professional. And when you hover, if you go back, you hover over this, you don't have to deal. See how the little pop-up, the little white pop-up comes up, but it doesn't have an HTML. But when you do it in this one, it does. So, and also you can navigate between the two by doing just dashboard, just like that. Dashboard, and boom, you go to this one. There's no dashboard.html. And this one you do have to do that actually. Watch. If you push this one, it will bring you to this. But if you just do, what was that? This is dashboard.html. So if we just do dashboard and we push enter. Oh, okay, we had it saved in there. Okay, if we just push this button now, I'm pushing enter right now, it's not working. It's not even trying to find it. Like, I bet we'll get a full code. Yeah, right there. So that is basic Flask, and we'll be continuing this series. We'll be learning SQL databases. We'll probably first be learning SQLite 3, and then we'll move on to more advanced stuff after that. I hope this video was helpful, and let me just tell you real quick before I end it what every single one of these is doing. So right here, when we say from Flask import this right here, this holds all of these. Like, it holds this, and it also holds this. So all of these things we're importing is actually inside Flask, but by saying the specific names, we're telling Python and Flask itself that we want these models. So it will actually give it to them, give them to us. Right here, we're setting the app, which is basically the entire website, to Flask, and then we're giving it the name of the website. So for instance, here we have a name app.py, and so it's basically just taking that and running it. And then that's why you say app.run right here. Then we have the app.route sets up a route for the website. You have to have a function underneath that. The function is basically what this will go to when you do it, and inside the function you will return whatever you want. You don't actually have to return a render template. You can also just return something like hello, and that will work just fine. As you can see, if we refresh this and we get out of this one, we just do we just get to the index. It will actually just say hello, and it won't be using any kind of template. But this is much nicer. Okay, and then same thing with this. We're just making a new function. We're just making a new route, giving it a different name. You have to have this always, this dash before the name. This is just like when they use the website, this will be the first page that pops up. Then they can navigate to this one. And this right here will, if the name is equal to the name, if everything is running properly, and it is equal to main, then we're going to run the app. And this is setting it into debugging mode. We can also say false. And now it's private and no one can access it. I believe that you can also set it up so you can use this from a different, you can view this from a different computer on the same network as well. So yeah, I'll be making lots more videos on this. So yeah, hope this was helpful to you, and I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, please smash the like button, show me a bunch of support, and push the like button as well. You know, did I already say that? Smash the subscribe button and push the like button, because the like button is delicate. It's a beautiful little hand, and the subscribe button is a huge button you can just smash, smash, smash all day. Just only push it once so you don't unsubscribe, because that would make me cry. And leave a comment if you would love to see more videos. Okay guys, that is it for today. Peace out.